and gentlemen.
Good evening, sir.
Congratulations to ESANNAIGBE for their 5th anniversary celebration. And I thank you very much for sticking together for over 5 years. The greatest institution in this world is marriage, and it doesn't even last 5 years in most cases these days. So for you to be able to attain the age of 5 and you're still going strong is a very, very good thing. Ladies and gentlemen, ESANNAIGBE invited everyone here today to come and have a very good time, and that's exactly what we have in mind. And I hope so far that you're enjoying yourselves. The music is gonna go on, like you can see, a lot of skills from the guy that was playing the guitar. He's got a lot of skills, and we want you to party like it's 1999, and tonight is the night. You're gonna have a really good time. Somebody dreamt about ESANNAIGBE bringing it together. It's got to do with Esan heritage in London. There's quite a few of us in London, and somebody thought that it's good to bring Ishan people together, and they name it ESANNAIGBE, And the main reason for setting up that organization was to cater for each other, and that is showing love to every ESAN member that belongs to this ESANNAIGBE, and this is exactly what they've been doing over the past 5 years. Somebody that dreamt about this idea, I thank you very much, and today we are celebrating you because your idea is living on, and I hope it's going to live longer than you, that we're going to pass it on to the children that we're giving birth to in this country that are of Esan origin, So that is a wonderful thing. I need to give just a little advice because I don't know much. You've been surviving without me before I became a patron of yours just about a year ago. And all I will advise you is to stick together, care for each other, love each other, show love to one another, because love is the only thing that is going to last longer than every one of us on this earth. So if you are an Esan person, we appreciate you coming to join this club so that they will have more members. They can care for one another just like they've been doing. Having an organization like this is never easy. There's always ups and downs, just like everything in life. But what you have to do is communicate with each other. You agree to disagree, and then you come back, to that love that initially set up this organization, and show it to one another. There is something that most of us don't know. If you believe in God, like most people from my country, Nigeria, we preach all the time, it starts by being kind, being nice to your fellow human beings, especially people from Esan like you. And if you cannot show love, to the man that you can see, I wonder, what your belief is. Trying to show love to God or Christ that you don't see. Like Christ said, is the love, is what you do unto others that you do unto me. So let's not keep this love going, keep this organization together, and maybe when I'm working with a stick, I would still love to be your patron. I'll probably come here. It will probably be our children that we're handing this over to, that will be carrying on from where we stopped. Somebody started this. Maybe someone was the president before. He has handed over to Peter. Peter is the present chairman. And In life, in business, in politics, if you don't have a successor, you're a complete failure. So it would be good that Peter is going to pass on this mantle to the next person that will carry on, or maybe the next generation, and then the association will still be strong and solid with your support. That's when your job is done, and that is success. So I hope that everyone that came here to support you today will borrow a leaf from what you've achieved and what you are still trying to achieve, because it's a continuous process. And we'll see you again maybe in another 10 or 20 years when you're celebrating another anniversary. God bless you and have a very good evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was indeed a wonderful speech by our patron. Okay, please, government special announcements. Let me sound it again. Maybe I will sing like NTA, because now the people before now, so it's still beating now. Pam pam para, para pam para, para 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 pam 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 para pam. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Series Toba. I've been waiting with the watch that year. Now we see the watch tomorrow. For those of now we don't come on since. Now waiting we see the watch. It's not the ever clear. Please, if you have a child here, help us control your children. The owner of this property are saying your children are running up and down. I wish in Nigeria now I will feel come person. But yeah, they say if you come person now they go J put. So in that vein, please help us talk to your kids. They said they've actually made a deposit. ESANNAIGBE Association have made a deposit of £1,000. And if your pikin is scattered, even if na pencil they break, that £1,000 don't go. If better now give me that £1,000, man, they go Benin, go build one school. Who is the owner of this phone? Sorry, of this child. The boy is very active. Please, that's a member of ESANNAIGBE Association 2059. Jumping up and down. It's going to be on record that he witnessed the 5th anniversary. Okay, please, if your son or your daughter or your child or your ward is actually here in the hall, help us control them so that they can be seated and they stop running around. The owner of the property is actually complaining that they won't condone them running around anymore. And if they continue, that the £1,000 that you people dropped, we don't go like that. So please help us control these children. I was coming at the airport, a little boy was hitting the mom. Mom, what's going on? Mom, I'm tired. I couldn't imagine us in Nigeria. Now you follow your mama, the waka, because they say, my nene, the conch where you go chop. You go chop like 4 conch in 2 minutes. You have coin. How? See children, they would tell them, you guys should go and eat. They say, I'm not interested. When they say when I small, now my papa they beg us, my children. As my one sleep, so when I chop for dream or food, not this house tomorrow morning. We go to hurry, go sleep. No for seafood, chop for drink. You want to ask your brother whether they cook for a drink. Now snorting, you go to ask your brother. Brother, he will reply you. You want to ask how they cook your head? They cook for your dream. If they cook, he go say, they don't cook. But see children now, they ask them, eat. They say, I'm not interested. My friend went on the UK here for the past 15 years. Because they find paper. You can't go marry one Oyibo. They just married. Now Oyibo, they tell us, say, it is over between us. My friend, they cry. For Nigeria, if woman tell you say it is over, you are happy. If you go, you don't go, another one come. But they say for here, when woman go, now they send the property into 2. The man will carry one dog, the woman will carry one. For where they sleep now, they hear pussycat, they make noise for somebody window. Then they call the pussycat name. Stacy, come. Stacy. see Pusika for your window for Benin, na basic grandmama be that too. Which kind Stacy? The next one they collect that anointing oil, they shout Holy Ghost. That country girl will take the. There's a police arrest us here, they will ask you, do you have a lawyer? We'll get a lawyer for you. Our Nigerian police, they know they arrest you the day when they're thief. Call Nigerian police, say, I'm robbers, they rob, they know who come that day. Second day, they know who come. The 10th day, they will go enter street. Anybody when they see the whole land, are you thief? And if the police they interrogate you, they want you to move now. Did you steal the stuff? I did not. Our own. Police hold you. Even for they don't see you thief. They'll go plug pressing iron. Plug them for 4 hours. Until you call the hot. They'll go say spread your back. Go put the iron on top. Power! Only you go shine. Now me thief the motor. They'll say not be motor the thief, not generator. You will say that me thief the motor and there is a generator I beg. That's to tell you how bad the country is. So please, whatever you are doing, don't forget homo. See children, they beg the baby talk. I remember that time of Benin. Now me and my younger brother, any event, whether na birthday, na wedding, na burial, as we reach there, na food they go chop. If we reach burial, we will begin cry. This my way die, oh, hey. They'll come bring food, come. Mona chop, we'll go to tell them, how we go chop, how we go chop. If they want carry the food pass, bring her a jollof and meal and fried rice. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I want to call on the president. And then when the president is about to give his speech, it is advised that everybody observe decorum and keep calm. Please, whatsoever you're doing, if you're not part of the ushering group, you're not among those that are actually sharing 1 or 2 things here, please be seated. Thank you. All ESANNAIGBE members, please be seated. Thank you. Thank you. All invited guests, please be seated. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we want to quickly call on the president. He needed everybody to be settled, and he's coming out right now. So please, wherever you are, be seated while we invite the president of ESANNAIGBE Cultural Association UK. All ESANNAIGBE members, I repeat, please be seated. Thank you. We invite our president, and with a clapping ovation by every member here present, please jam your hands together for my president, our president, the president of ESANNAIGBE Association UK. A round of applause for the one and only. Please clap. You never pay my balance, you wanna clap and beg now. Now yeah, my balance lie over beg. Sir, let me call you again. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I beg you, with my 2 knees on the ground, clap. They never pay me my balance, so. A round of applause for your excellency, the president of ESANNAIGBE Cultural Association in the UK. A round of applause for the one and only President, Honorable Peter Enaoro. Please, a round of applause for him. Mommy, you don't want me to pay me a bit. That's why you don't clap. Esa oye. Esa oye. First of all, I would want to say welcome to everybody. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you all, members of the high table of Mr. Chairman, patron of this great association, members of the band. Unfortunately, I cannot see anyone here. Ladies and gentlemen, well, I'm not
going to take much of our time because a lot has been said today by our able chairman and by our patron. Please let there be silence in the ESANNAIGBE table. ESANNAIGBE. ESANNAIGBE. So I'm not going to take much of our time, I just want to say a big thank you for you coming. This is supposed to have been said before now. Or at least I'm standing here again to appreciate your coming. I will say thank you once more. Without taking much of our time, I'm still going to go on to appreciate every one of us, our brothers and sisters of ESAN lineage, visitors from all blessed tribes. Please receive my warmest welcome to this, our 5th anniversary. We are sons and daughters and representative of a very rich cultural ancestry and have existed for a period of 5 years and 8 months today, to be specific. And it is our dutiful call to be proud ambassador of our tribe, culture and heritage, irrespective of where we are today. We are 5 years today, like we said. It took us a great deal for us to be where we are today. And I will really, first of all, express my appreciation to the executive and to this member of ESANNAIGBE. We have tried so much to put up what we are experiencing today. As we all know, we Ishan people are one of the most intelligent individuals in Nigeria, and we are very difficult to deal with. Yes, we are. We have notable bodies. Our father's great father, the person of Anthony Aleni, Chief Anthony Nahoro. We have lots of them. They are the brain we have, or they leave a very reputable sign for us in Nigeria today. Without ESAN people, Nigeria wouldn't have been. We are full of intellectual individuals in that country. Without the general effort of our executives, we would have not actually attained what we are seeing today. I want to say a big thank you to every one of you. Thank you so very much. I'm only here to appreciate us for what we have been able to put together today. And I want to welcome you all again and to appreciate you for coming. We have lots of drinks, so many things, food, are in surplus. Please join us to enjoy our food. And to the members of our high table, our able patron, and I want to specifically say thank you to you, because for the little period of time you've been with us, it's been so wonderful. And our able chairman, thank you for honoring us. And I don't really even know how to appreciate you so much. But I attended one of the events, at least I was so amazed that you put up something like that. I will try as much as possible to make sure that we will always be around you. Whenever you need our support, sir. You are very much welcome, sir. And to our member of our guest, we say a big welcome again. I don't have much to say. Our purpose of being here is to celebrate, is to dance, eat, and chop. We don't even have much to say. It's just like the musician. If you are a musician or a dancer, you don't have too much to say. The only way you can give appreciation is for you to shake your body language. So that is what we have to say today, because time is more spent and we have not even done what we're supposed to have done in terms of dancing. Thank you so very much. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Thank you, MC.
A round of applause for my president, His Excellency, Honorable Peter Enahoro, my president and my landlord in Benin. Thank you so much. My landlord in Benin, my landlord in UK. He has been able to house me for the past 2 days. This man want use food kill me. I don't know if that's going to be for UK. I will come every time now. Thank you so much. That's if I even go. I'm gonna go tell Boris. Now only you fit carry me go back. Except say una say me Buhari come the rule una, me Boris come the rule us. If you people did not exchange leaders, I die here. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, right about now, there are so many notable projects that has been achieved within the space of 5 years why this organization has been in existence. And in enumerating that, it's a good thing because to the glory of God, ESANNAIGBE has been a productive cultural association among others here in the UK. So please a round of applause for yourself. All members of ESANNAIGBE Cultural Association. You are not a clap on ourselves for you. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to call on a man that has added value to this great cause. A wonderful man, a legal personality. He's going to come out right now to enumerate and expatiate. Which other English should I use now? And tell you what you need to know about notable projects that has been achieved over the past 5 years, and also future projects and plans for ESANNAIGBE Cultural Association. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not busy, help me welcome the legal advisor, Mr. King Aigbokan. A round of applause for him as he comes forward to do that. Please keep clapping for Mr. King Aigbokan. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Mr. Chairman, sir. All protocols observed. Where do I really start from? ESANNAIGBE started actually 5 years ago with the intention of bringing people of ESAN extractions together so that we can continue to promote our cultural heritage. I would say the best of our achievements so far is in that respect. From my little understanding, we have at least 28 indigenous and independent ESAN community. I will not be able to recite them one after the other. I think ESANNAIGBE Cultural Association remains one unique organization that has brought together people, men, women, from these various communities with the intention, as I said earlier, of fostering togetherness, fostering unity, fostering mutual assistance, and obviously, as I said, to promote our unique cultural heritage. What have we achieved outside that promotion? Because of Data Protection Act, I will not mention names. I will speak anonymously. As far as I know, we've had members who've had some issues. We understand some basic issues in this country. There are issues you have without which you can't do any other thing. Issues with respect of papers and all that. Within our bids, we've supported members with finance. Within our bids, we have 2 lawyers in the association. Within our bids, we've also assisted individuals by way of advice. And those advice were done gratis. Within our bids too, I remember we also assisted a particular member who at a time was poised at going to Nigeria. We assisted that member by providing some amount of money, substantial amount of money as at then. We've assisted relatives of members in sectarian missions in this town. We've assisted members in negotiating some issues with their landlords. We've assisted members mainly gaining employment. There are some members here, as I said, I won't mention names. They gained the employment they are in today because they are members of ESANNAIGBE. We don't really take pride in all those auxiliaries, but what we take pride in is the fact that we have been able to attract different Asian men and women to this association. Those who ordinarily felt, oh, we don't really know where we belong. But with ESANNAIGBE, your identity is no longer in question. But when you come in, it's a very, very open organization. It's an organization where we respect ourselves, we respect women a lot. If you observe when we started today, our women were in front. There are times we do actually also serve them. I think that is one of those bits I will say, yes, we have achieved. Now, in terms of what we want to do in the nearest future, at the moment where we're meeting, it's a rented apartment. We started in a rented apartment, we'll sit there. We intend to have a hall where we can be doing our monthly meetings, where members would obviously pay close to nothing in terms of renting. They have their own social function to do. We also intend to continue to support members in terms of probably doing CV, preparing CVs. In terms of preparing CV and in terms of helping them navigate their ways into employment. I want to use this opportunity to quickly say thank you to Mr. Andrew Aluge, the father of the house. If we recall, the patron of the house mentioned the fact that somebody mooted the idea. As far as I know, I'm the first legal advisor of this organization. I'm still the legal advisor to date. At least I have some cardinal background history of the association. Andy Aluge mooted the idea. Can we have a round of applause for Mr. Andy Aluge? Where he is. Before I leave, I want to say thank you because I've just been told that my time is up. I thought I have more than enough time. I will say thank you everyone. Enjoy yourself and have a nice time. Thanks for coming. God bless you.
You enter.
All right, thank you, sir. That's the legal advisor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Right about now, we're going straight to awards and presentations. We have some very, very wonderful people that will be recognizing here tonight. These awards will be going to them one after the other. Sir, are the awards ready? Are the awards ready? Okay. We are going to be presenting awards right about now. All members, all those guests we've invited, please sit down, watch and enjoy yourself. We are going to dance, so we're going to dance and we're going to have fun tonight. Trust me, because it's worth it. Mr. President, sir, please can you come forward so we could start the chairman. He's going to be giving or be making the presentation of the awards right about now. So the names of those people who will be presented with awards will be called and they will come out. And while they come out, Please, Mr. DJ, just help me play some background music for them to come out with 7. Bob Bayo. Bolly. Bien yo. Ivie UK. Wa Mosegbe. Okay, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my chairman is a man of timber and caliber, man of Masonia and Obeche, man of Ukwekwe and Black Afara. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Oramao, help me appreciate the first recipient for our award tonight, Mr. Benjamin Anege, the patron of ESANNAIGBE Cultural Association UK. Please a round of applause for him as he comes forward. Yes, oh yeah! It is time for us to celebrate living legends, important personalities and icons. The first recipient.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, honors are given to those that honors are due. In my earlier speech, I did mention how much the association acknowledged the presence of Benjamin Akenayi. But today, I've been asked to present an award of excellence to Mr. Benjamin. This is a token of appreciation for what he's been doing for the association, Mr. Benjamin. Once again, I thank ESANNAIGBE and I thank all the guests here this evening. I don't think I deserve this, but I'm still going to accept it because you presented it to me. I don't think I've done anything to deserve this award because I've got more to do and more to give. So I'm going to dedicate this award to everyone present here this evening. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion, and I hope ESANNAIGBE continue in their stead to make themselves better and make the world a better place. And I thank the chairman, Mrs. EJ, and the husband for coming to support this evening, despite a very short notice I gave them. And they are truly Asian people to reckon with because they like to support one of their own. And I think this meeting is all about supporting your own. And I hope that ESANNAIGBE continue to support ESAN members, whatever they do and wherever they are. Thank you everyone, and thank you for giving me this award. I appreciate it.
Congratulations to the patron, Mr. Benjamin Anege. You deserve it, sir. God bless you. Congratulations. Right about now, I want to call on the second recipient. And the chairman will also be helping us do the presentation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to collect this award is a very noble man, handsome to the core, fine man, fine boy, no peoples. If this man they beneath, 8 women will run after him I am assuring you that. This man is very beautiful. He don't pass handsome. Andrew Aluge is a recipient of this award. Please a round of applause for fine boy, no pimples. Fresh. Other sugar mommy, if they catch you for Lagos, okay, you go shout.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, people have visions, and most visions are truncated. But some few visions are achieved. At this stage, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we're here today, the ESANNAIGBE Cultural Association was visionalized so many years ago by one of our very handsome brothers. And today, because of the achievement of the association and his presence and impact, the association decided to honor him, and they said nothing is too small. Today, they are presenting to him an award of excellence to Mr. Andrew Aluge.
If we have our program with us, I want us to turn to page 7. Page 7 actually give a little bit of this is how we founded ESANNAIGBE. The person that initiated this idea, the person that impregnated this idea of what we are today or why we are here today is a person of Mr. Andrew Aluge. So if you want to know more about how we've gone so far, you have to turn to page 7 and you see how this initiation of this association came about. I would want to use this opportunity on behalf of ESANNAIGBE. Andrew Aluge, even if it is midnight, we call upon you, you are there. You've tried so much for this association. We have our ups and downs, and it's not easy to push we as Asian people, but he's always been there. On behalf of ESANNAIGBE, Mr. Andrew Aluge, we say a big thank you to you to continue, irrespective of the war, whichever way it is, you stand the test of time. I want to use the opportunity to say thank you and I appreciate you as much as we have done today. Please accept this our living token. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Chairman of the occasion. Thank you, Mr. President Peter Enaho. I want to say a big thank you to the entire ESANNAIGBE members. And I also want to say that I wholeheartedly accept this award presented to me. I am honored, proud, and joyful to see that ESANNAIGBE of yesterday has actually grown to be big and very big ESANNAIGBE. It's been a very challenging 5 years, but most importantly, I'm happy that we are where we are today, and we are very focused. We are looking forward to what we can achieve more. Thank you. God bless you. I think MC Wise, dance continue from here. Now dance now we will dance they go down.
He say we go to dance, so oh yeah, are we ready? Are we ready, boss? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's a thing of joy to have everybody here, converge in one room to celebrate with ESANNAIGBE Cultural Association UK. And it is right time for us to start coming out and dance with members and everybody here present. Congratulations to the fine boy himself Fine Boy General, President of Fine Boy Association in the whole of the world. You are too fresh. If not been fine like you, they will pay my good price. And it's from 15 billion pounds upwards. Okay, the band, are you ready? Are you ready? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will invite the band right about now, and we'll go straight to the party session. It's a good thing to be here, and it's a good thing to be alive. Yes, oh yeah! And what's my girl? Yeah, it's an action word. I
Christiana people
Mr. Stevie Odi Ibolo Nafo, Mr. Tony Ibolo Nafo, Eli Boku Ibolo Nafo, Iya Jalaka Kawasi Bomeale, Kawasi Bomeale, Ajeleye, Ana Yuwako, Ibolo Nafo, Ibolo Nafo, This is Alabi. Mr. Andrew, if you make the phone, Andrew, everybody, down and you are not dancing, you are going to follow me to Nigeria. If you are still sitting down and you are not dancing, that means you want to go back to meet Buhari. So therefore, whatsoever you are doing, join us here on the dance floor. There is no depression in UK. Nobody is frustrated in this country. Everything they work for now for here. So with immediate alacrity, Gege is an action word. Oh yeah, English old school. Number anyone. We should drop English old school. Okay. Father Andrew. Fine boy, no peoples. We want to start your song now. English old school. Oh yeah. Man of God. Let's go.
Hey, salofa. Bilo bilo Jesu. Bilo salofa. Bilo bilo Jesu. Bilo salofa. Bilo bilo Jesu. Bilo salofa. Ere no si Jesu otore. Aha. So. Yes, ama. Ere no si Jesu otore. much for you. You cannot tell it all. If I have 10,000 thoughts, Nana, the same will be enough. With the friend, Daddy Pascal, sugar no woman is completely sugar no woman. We sing Mrs. Agatha, what shall I render unto Jehovah? Christmas, for he has done so very much. Mr. Musa, Provost, what shall I render unto Jehovah? Mrs. Rebecca, for he has done so very much for me. Na la na la, na la na la. This is charity. Na la na la. Mr. Marcos, our friend and treasure. What shall I render to you, O Lord? I've been out of the world, searching for a miracle. I found out.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful time. If you did not dance, I repeat, you are following me back to Nigeria. If you did not dance, because I can tell with the faces that I am seeing here, nobody is depressed in this country. There is no suffering yet. Right now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, right now, I want to appreciate the presence of a very eminent personality in our midst. In fact, they are wonderful people actually, not just one person. The organizers of Edo Festival, an annual event that takes place in London that promotes the rich cultural heritage of the Edo people. It combines both the Benin speaking dialects, the Ishans, those from Esako, and other tribes alike in Benin or in Edo State in general. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's with all honor to recognize. Yo, you have to wait for me for that. All ESANNAIGBE members, speak. Mommy, you remember? Wow, you're beautiful, man. God bless you. Thank you. For those people where they spray money, where they fear say this MC not they collect dollar, not they collect fast. Now lie or they collect oh. If you let me be £1, use and tear my head. My landlord will understand. For have you already Kilimakere or Kilimakere Wari, my brother, Akpakpama out of them. Sorry, so please, I am begging you, don't hide that money, come out and bring it. And when they make them money now, since you are seeing me for the first time, all day, Super 7, where you want to, obviously not see one. We don't say cheese from where we come from, we say mushi.